When you go behind your back, take a longer step. You don't want to go narrow. People can reach and get it. You want to step with it so that the leg that's going out, which is your shootout leg, protects it. That's better. Good. Keep the dribble lower. The ball's very bouncy, but keep the dribble lower.
Okay.
They should take some air out of that ball. Onome with their dribbling when she does a setup, whether it's misdirection or a type of dribble such as an in-and-out dribble, don't want to come up high with it. You want to both keep the ball low and keep your body low. The setup should be something that does not take you away from the point of best explosion. You want to stay in an explosive position. Any setup to misdirect the defender shouldn't take you much out of that. Continue to think, see the court in a broad spectrum, see everything at once. It's like speed reading. Take the big picture, see everything, then you might focus in on certain words, certain sentences. Good about this court, it underlines your ball hand needs to become a better ball handler.
So bad.
Well, the ball gets wet. My point is, if you make a mistake, the ball goes on the grass. Now the ball is wet. Now the ball is more difficult to handle. So it keeps underlining the mistake or accentuating the mistake. It makes it easier for a second mistake to be made. Good. Good freeze point.
What the hell?
Always a high freeze point. And as I was saying a moment ago, and you don't have to stop as I say anything, just listen. As I was saying a moment ago, you've gotten much better high freeze points. You want to keep your hips down at the same time so that from the high freeze point, you can attack low. You can attack with a dribble, cross out, move, drop step, whatever the case may be. Good. Oftentimes when you shoot, keep your hands up because the ball's going to come off. And by the same token, you might need to cross out, shoot out, then shoot out outside foot, shoot out inside foot to effectively cross out the defender. But in and around the basket, keep the hands up. If there's a possibility of a short miss, do work with your lower body in case there's a miss where you have to rebound out of your immediate area. Good. We're trying to review concepts this morning, but also getting some repetitions in on the shots that you'll be taking. So I'm going to go over, keep staying with your little shots around the basket. Maybe bring it out a little bit after a couple minutes. Shot fake, up and unders. Draw the defender in. And then go into some of that Jordan, Kobe controlled fadeaway shot. As you're going through this, sort of open your mind up to the concepts of things. You don't have to enumerate them specifically, just the idea that you're catching the ball in space, marking the court, knowing where the help will come from. If the help comes, not by specific enumeration of options, but you know where it might be coming from, thereby where you might go with the ball, where the open area is now. Also, a really strong use of making it second nature of pass fakes, ball fakes. A ball fake to move the defender as if you're just moving her with the change of direction of the ball, not necessarily with a pass, and then specifically pass fakes to move especially moving the help defender. Ball fakes are more to move the player covering you, I'm moving her here, I'm moving her there, I'm moving her here with the ball. Well protected, tight to your body. Sometimes it's away from your body, but that's by design. You're putting it away from your body to draw her into where it might be.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So it's protected. Yeah, the other day we were talking about pivoting, and a couple of the girls too much inside pivots where the ball's exposed. If you're inside pivoting and the ball's low, it's hip to hip, and then a turn of the body so it's protected. More often out closer to the basket, it's ear to ear with the elbows out wide. You cannot rotate the elbows outside of your frame of pivot. It has to pivot with your body.
Okay.
But as you do that, you're protecting the ball. That's the sole thing you're doing. Other times you're moving the ball away from your body, encouraging the girl to go after it, knowing full well that she can't get it. And once she commits toward the ball, now you're countering into an area that gives you an advantage. Okay, good. Take a longer step, thereby you're staying lower. That's a long step. So you're taking a longer step, and now your body's lower. Your hips have to be low when you're doing that. Catch, mark the court, and now into the power dribble. Good. Mark the court. Good. That's an excellent ball fake. And sometimes ball fakes can be aggressive. You're making a move that says to the defender, you have to go fast or I'm beating you in this direction. So when you make that ball fake, I don't immediately pull it back. I make it, freeze it, because I might keep going that way. If she doesn't commit to the ball fake, I might continue in that direction or with that move. If she does commit, then I'm coming back the other way. So some ball fakes are aggressive. You're causing the defender to react to what you're doing on an aggressive attacking mode. Other ball fakes, you might be dropping back, as we do on the post spins, almost feigning a defensive posture, like the pressure's getting to you. You're stepping away from the pressure. You're retreating, but you're retreating only to get her out of position and then go to a point of advantage. Okay. Good. It's not bad. Keep the dribble lower. As you came to pivot and went to the dribble, the ball was still above your hips. Keep it lower, down by your knees. Good. See, you're bringing the ball up a little bit right before the power dribble. Keep it low as you go into the power dribble. Low. We can review that a little bit once she has a chance to see this video. But the power dribble should be lower. Just before this, we're working on power dribbles, trying to keep the inception of the dribble itself low so that you're not bringing it from a high position down to the dribble. And also the dribble itself, the ball, leaving your hands just 6-8 inches, a foot above the floor, so that it barely gets out of your hand. Therefore, if it's out of your hands, less opportunity for the defense to attack it, to deflect it, and also it's further away from where the defender would like to attack. So it's both the position of the dribble being low to the ground where a big defender especially can't get down to get it, and reducing the amount of time that it's actually out of your hands. Now Onome's reviewing some of the step back stuff that we've just begun to introduce. Good. Now, when you're pivoting, keep it on the outside hip on the pivot. I like the way you're thinking about ball fakes and ball position. Here, let me show you on. You know, I didn't see it. I was busy getting the camera set up. Go again. We're talking about many concepts inside. Accentuate ball transfer and ball protection. Yeah, that's better. Feels a little uncomfortable to you? Okay. Get a couple reps in. Now, the setup of it, making a hard ball fake to make or step, because remember you're going into point one, so you can take a step with it to make the girl commit on the initial move. And if she doesn't commit, then your power dribble or protect dribble between the legs, protected position, and then one to the rim, 1-2 to the rim. So if she doesn't go for it, you're going to the rim. Your initial attack is in the direction of what would otherwise become the setup step.
Yeah.
Now, let's say she takes that away. Now, at this point, it's the quick spin, controlled, the leg motion, so that you're giving yourself an extra 2 feet of protection between the defender and yourself, which create the opportunity for the shot and making the shot in a way that she can't get to it. The setup gives you space. The quick spin gets you to the point of attack very quickly. The method in which you go up with the leg drive, giving you protection from the defender, gives you space and more time. That's more important, so that the positioning of the ball, the protection of the ball as you transfer, is less important. It's still okay, but it's okay if you do what's most comfortable for you right now. We can come back to a lot of these and work on the details later, after you've enjoyed a Nigerian vacation. What's that? Go with what you're comfortable with, right?
It's more comfortable that way.
Oh, it's more comfortable.
The ball's in a set point earlier.
Okay.
I actually get the ball set before I shoot.
Yeah. It's the same with your shooting, because with your shooting, you know how much we stress set points.
Yeah.
So we stress it, we stress it, we stress it. It's a lot of work to get that there, to get a set point actually second nature. It's a lot of repetitions, but once you have it, it's real easy, because there's no variation. You're doing the same thing each and every time. Similar to this. Set up, and then quick spin back to where you're shooting. Start the spin with your eyes looking to the left. Have your eyes looking to the basket, and then start the spin. Eyes look to the basket or to the attack point, and then spin right to the shot. See, there shouldn't be, it's one move. Set the girl up with this attack, and if she's not there, beat her. If she's not there, you beat her. Good. But now she takes it away because you make a good strong step, because you make a ball fake. Now you spin back right into the shot. That's it. And now get a few reps in, but do one right now where ball fake. If she's not there, you beat her, but right now we're assuming she's there. Ball fake and a step fake. She commits to it, then it's a sharp spin all the way back. Once you come all the way back, you're right into the shot, but this time, fake the shot and do a cross through, cross out, I'm sorry. Cross out to the rim.
So back to this side of it.
I'm here, I spin back.
I got it.
Okay. Attack. Spin. Cross out. Do you see the sequence?
Yeah.
Okay. So now mix them up. Sometimes attack, sometimes step back and shoot, sometimes fake the attack, step back and fake the shot, and cross out to the rim. Sweat getting in your eyes? Sun. Oh. Good. Take one more from that side, then we'll switch to the other side where there's no sun. Do one more there. As you're stepping back, keep your head turned so the defender thinks you're looking freeze the defender, hold the defender on your left side. Now as you step back, keep your eyes looking there. Good. Do you see the difference, and do you see why?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, let's go. That's nice. You have a very graceful form into the shot. I think it's effective and it looks good. Remember, if your shot takes you underneath the rim, take a quick, while it's up in the air, you have a half a second to do something. So if you're under the rim, you've taken the shot, take a step back so you can take a jump toward the rim, because it's not coming out through the basket. If it comes out through the basket, good, go back on defense. Good. And remember, all the things that we're doing from that spot and that spot, you could do from here. You could do from here. You can do from a short corner position. We're practicing it at a particular spot, but you can do it anywhere. And now that you're broadening the range of your attack and broadening the skills necessary to broaden your range of attack, you're going to be at a lot of different spots on the court, okay? And just keep going through it. Don't stop for me now, but also the ability to attack enhances your ability to become a good passer. Because more and more people have to double you. Make sure you keep the ball tight to your body on that transfer through. Don't expose the ball. Good, excellent. That's excellent transfer of the ball. And from there, I think you have to do a switch move to get back into a spot where the rebound might come out. Remember, reaches, switches, and go moves propel you to different advantageous positions on the court, whether it's defense or offense. The downside to that whole process is hard to develop those moves. The upside is that they transfer into applications that on offense, defense, all over the court. Once you're good at them, you're good at them everywhere. Good. Don't get the rebound through the net. Get the other ones. Oh. I brought my hands up to catch the ball. I thought you were passing it to... I really did. I guess you're getting better at your pass fakes.
Oh my God, that's funny. I didn't know that. I didn't even realize.
That's nice. See, and sometimes stop for 1 second to listen to this part of it. Sometimes you catch it and you have to set up the play. You have to mark the court, set up the move. But sometimes, and as you get better, you're going to see this a lot more. You're going to flash to a spot and you're going to know where the defender is. You'll know she's on your left hip, right hip, behind you directly, that she's trying to get over the top. And watch the footwork. If the ball's coming to me where I'm standing here and she tries to get over here, I'm stepping this way to get it. I'm stepping out with the foot closest to her, thereby crossing her out and getting an advantage. But as I step out here to grab it here, I know that she's on this hip and I'm immediately drop stepping and going the opposite way. Do you follow?
Yeah.
So increasingly, as you get better, you're going to find that you're going to have a pre-read, an early read, and know which way you're going before you ever catch the ball. And then that will extend to passing as well. As you flash, as an example, you flash from the low post to the high post. Well, as you flash from there to there, you already know where different people are. And if you were to catch it down, the ball, remember, is up there.
Yeah.
So if the ball is up in this area where I'm pointing and you flash and get it here, now suddenly the ball has moved, and if people were in the right angles defensive position when the ball was over here, they're no longer in the right position if the ball's there. So as you flash and the ball's delivered to you, it puts every single player who fails to adjust at the wrong defensive position. They're out of position. So as you flash and get the ball and catch it at an angle different than the one at which the ball handler is delivering it, well, suddenly everybody's out of position. If they fail to adjust, you get the ball to them. So you know where the pass is before it ever comes into your hand. Okay. Okay, that's a tough shot. But that also becomes something like, I've mentioned this to you before, Caitlin shoots with either foot forward.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage because so much of defense is predicated upon an underlying expectation. The defense expects you to get, whether they know it or not, they expect you to get your shooting foot forward before you shoot it. So if you catch it or make a move with otherwise puts your non-shooting foot forward, Well, they don't expect the shot to come until you've taken that extra step. So therefore, you're open for a split second if you can shoot with your non-shooting foot forward. On inside plays, it's a lot better. What effectively you'll do is your legs will scissor underneath you. So when you take that post spin move, or I'm sorry, when you take the controlled fade, on the controlled fade, you might have step back to it. Now here, there, your feet will scissor. Your left foot will start forward as you're about to shoot it. But as you go up for the shot, your right lower part of your body pivots and your right foot ends up forward at the completion of the shot. Try it one time. Set up. Controlled spin. Scissor. See where your feet scissored? Your shooting foot ended up being in the front. It started here. It started here as your shot, but then your feet scissored. So you're here. You can't take the other foot. Step attack. Keep the ball protected. Now, right there, you have to curl around her. Remember, she's behind you, so you can't really step forward. You have to step around her as she goes. Around her, yeah. Now, if she doesn't take that, you're going to the rim. You're power dribble and going to the rim, or just taking that step and elevating with an extension move to the rim. Well, let's.
I thought about that, but I think they might call it.
You're right. You're right. A lot of times it's not what's legal; it's what's perceived.
Yeah, because when I stepped here, I was like, oh, then I can just like do this.
Yeah, and the ref's going to say, oh, she took 3 steps. Yeah, but the first 2 were setup steps. She only took 1 step, but it's difficult. So take your step. Just be mindful that as you do it, here, catch the ball. And take the step you're taking. Take it right there. See, you can't take that because I'm here. So it has to be out that way more. Yeah. Now that's the step you can take. Okay?
Got it. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Then
Now retreat. Keep the ball protected as you're setting it up. Oops. Good footwork. Keep the ball protected as you dry your shoes. Keep the ball protected as you're setting it up. Expose the ball, but controlled expose so that she can't, in fact, get it, to encourage her to reach for it and thereby put herself in out of position. Okay? Expose it. Good. Excellent.
I thought I had it set that time.
Take your time with it. You know, someday you have to get 10,000 repetitions in, but today's not the day. There. Yeah. Quick spin. Good. Good. And as you get a comfort level, then you speed up, because it has to happen a little bit in real time. It has to happen faster.
Okay.
When you're going through the learning process, keep it slow, controlled, two point. Not bad, except your ball's gonna be wet.
That's a lot of stuff. Okay.
Only a few more minutes.
And it's like, take it on her.
Yeah, draw back. Good.
I see the real time you're talking about it.
Yeah.
But then,
You're trying to go real time.
yeah, but then, how come the ball, wait, what did I have the ball?
Remember one thing, real time is defined by how much you control the game. If you're in control, real time is what you choose it to be. If you're reacting all the time to the defensive pressure, well, if you're reacting to the defensive pressure, well, now the defense is controlled and you're out of control. You're no longer in control of the time. You have to want to be in control of the timing on everything you do. Okay? We talked earlier about the idea that the devil's in the details, that as you go through this setup, you want to do everything precisely right. You want to understand why you're doing certain things, where the ball is positioned, how the ball is transferred, where your body is positioned, hips low on the spin, what is the sequence of spinning. Is it foot first? Is it your hips first? Do they go together on something? All of the details are critical, and you have to know why. You have to go through the process of it. You have to get the repetitions in time after time. You have to do it at a slow pace to get used to it. Then you have to go to real time so that you're doing it against a defender. Real time, however, is defined not by the situation. It's the speed of your real time movement is defined by how much you control the game. If you can control it, you can give yourself more time by using ball fakes, by using shot fakes. You can control it by being more expert in the movements on the move itself.
Oh wait, I'm doing something
Talking
wrong.
about the process of developing moves.
No, I drifted on it.
So here we're doing a controlled fade, and as she sets it up, there are various things that we've specified to ball protection and ball fakes, the movement of the ball to entice the defender to a particular spot, and the mechanics of the spin into the shot, and balance. We just covered the idea that the body, if you're a little bit off balance with things aren't quite right. Doing them enough times, your body will self-correct. It will adjust. Something that is not natural to you will become second nature. It's not something that you're born with, but through repetitions, it becomes second nature. And nearly everything is second nature. It's what you learn to do, what you do by over and over again until it becomes natural to you. But here the word is second nature to you. Talk to even further that your body will self-correct. You may have trouble with something, but if you do it over and over again, even without specific conscious adjustment, your body will subconsciously adjust to it so that you're balanced or so that you're more explosive. Your body finds a way. I'm looking at a recent article about Usain Bolt, the runner who's the greatest runner in the history of mankind. They say forget exactly what the terminology is, but he'll be on one leg a split second longer than on another, or several hundredths of a second longer than on another. His stride is not perfectly balanced in what he's doing, but obviously his body has self-corrected, and he is extraordinary. So your body will self-correct as you do quality repetitions, not casual repetitions, because with casual repetitions there's variation all the time. And if there's variation which is not of your own control, then what will happen is that it's not going to self-correct. It's going to self-correct to something that's inconsistent with your best interests. If you want it to self-correct to a best advantage, well, then you've got to do the repetitions in a very focused and sequenced manner so that the repetitions are the same each and every time, allowing for the body to self-correct in areas where there needs to be an adjustment. Good. And make sure that on that drive the ball is not in your front because someone can reach in and get it, but rather on the outside hip. As someone drives against you, you're often going for let me just make this one point, I think it has some value. As someone drives against you, you have a remarkable vision so that you're able to see the ball and find it to block the shot. That's one of your strongest qualities. No one really thinks about it, I don't feel, but you find the ball and you do it in a split second. Now the same thing you can do down low. If you can find the ball that efficiently as someone goes up to shoot it, if they mishandle the ball and they keep it down low, or they're just attacking you off the dribble, then I would say to you, use that quality, that remarkable vision and reaction that you seem to have, and be better at deflecting a dribble. Be better at deflecting the ball as it's going up. Now, if someone's going to the rim, blocking the shot is probably the best thing for you to do, rather than try to catch it as they're going up. But for someone who can't block a shot, I would say to them, go for it as they're coming up with it. You're never going to get it up high, and you're just going to foul the girl. So start to understand where you're strong and begin to utilize that strength in other areas of the game where you don't as yet.
Okay.
Here I'm saying use your vision to be able to deflect the ball in a timely fashion. Know when the ball is being exposed. And as you work more on the offensive end of it, trying to protect the ball and transfer the ball the right way, well, flip it around. Therefore, as a defender, you know when someone's doing it the wrong way, and you can expose them there. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Now, you know, when you get back from Nigeria, we're not going to let you cross out for a while.
I'm going right now.
No.
That's why I'm going right.
I understand. But I'm saying even beyond crossouts to start doing shootouts.
Yeah, I did shoot out before.
Yeah. But if you became expert at any one thing, becoming expert going to your weak hand is the best thing to do.
This is my right hand.
No, your right hand's now your weak hand, but originally what is natural is that you should be able to go cross out to your right.
Yeah.
You should be able to cross out to your right. You cross out to your left and you finish left most of the time. So it's almost as if you're a lefty, but you're not a lefty. And
It's worked on being a lefty, and now I forgot how to use my right.
yeah. So you got to get back to that. But there's time for that in at the end of August. Good. See, you got it straight to your chest, which is good. Maybe a little bit outside, so it has to reach across your body to get at it. That's a nice sweep. See, there you have a sense you know what you have before you even catch it. And you'll move towards that in everything. Not soon, but I know that you'll get there if you stay with it. You'll have a sense of what's there before the ball ever touches your hand.
This is actually a lot farther than you would
The results of that shot weren't very good, but the results, there you go.
I think sometimes I just need to trust the shot.
That's an awesome point.
Because when I do trust the shot and not like try to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm far away, so I try to put more.
And that's what you do with three-pointers now, which is absolutely normal because you haven't shot in the course of your basketball life. You've now shot.
I probably shot more, but okay.
What's that?
I probably shot more, but okay. But maybe not in
12?
real life situations, but maybe in like pickup games.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about games.
Oh.
In AAU or Blair, did you shoot any threes at Blair? None.
In practice, but not
I'm
in.
talking about games. Okay, and with us, you've now maybe 12. You know, so not many. You know, you took a few at the Lance Miller scrimmage.
Yeah.
You made one. You took that one day. You took maybe six or seven.
Yeah.
You made one, but they're starting to look good. But you're right. You don't trust that shot. You should, because you're a really good three-point shooter. You should trust it. But as soon as you don't trust, something in your body reacts wrong. There's an extra push with the hand. There's an extra lean forward. There's something goes awry when you don't trust. Like, again, Usain Bolt trusts his form, I'm sure. Any great runner just locks into his form and stays trusting with it throughout the race, whether it's a 100-meter guy or whether it's a marathon guy. They lock into the form, they trust the form, they know what the form feels like. They know what the form feels like when they're going up a hill, down a hill. The form might be different, but they trust in whatever form it might be. You might stretch out a little bit going down a hill. You might draw in a little bit going up the hill. You go up a hill and then the transition to flat area. But there's a smooth, rhythmic, understood form that the runner goes with. He or she has done it enough times that they believe in it, they trust in it. They don't try to do something that's abnormal.
Yeah.
And whether it's because of the threat of competition, the challenge of competition. Oh, suddenly, she's going real hard now. I've got to go hard. Maybe no. Maybe she's going hard and you have to stay within your rhythm. You have to trust your rhythm. Or maybe now I'm going to go out of my rhythm to speed it up a little bit because I know I can break her. I'm going to go a little bit harder at this point. But it all has to be, you have to trust whatever it is you're doing. Okay. Okay. Now we're just going to get some shooting in for 10 minutes, getting into the rhythm of a shot. Sometimes it rolls a little bit off the outside part of your hand, your pinky. Make sure it's coming through these fingers. That's better. So it came through the outside part of the hand, off your pinky. It's not really off your pinky, it's toward that part of the hand. That's better. Very good. Very good. That looks beautiful. Your body lean to the left a little bit. Good. Good. Lean to the left. When you lean to the left, it sometimes goes off the left pinky. That one I think you just missed. It was just a touch long, I think. Blanked out for a second. I think it was long.
I mean,
See, and as much as taking the shots, do it with the idea that you're identifying with the shot itself, so that it becomes more and more something you trust. You know what it feels like. All you're trying to do in a game is identify that feeling. That feeling that where you take it at thousands of shots, you're just trying to identify with that feeling and manifest that feeling into action on a court. Hold the check a split second longer. That's it. See, and great shooters, you should never miss left or right. You might miss long or short. That's where it's understandable. But always be dead center, following through, ball coming off the two fingers smoothly. If it goes long or short, you adjust that. As you get more repetitions in, the number of misses long and short will reduce. I'm sorry.